Okay, and today's story is number 21. Yeah, 21. And let's make it a little bigger. Okay. Is there an afterlife? That is a question of fact. Do you want salvation? That is the paramount question. There is no life after death. There is nothing to fear in dying. People say all sorts of irresponsible things, but whether or not there is an afterlife is a question of fact. Whether or not one wants to be saved is the paramount question for human beings. Fear of death is a basic human instinct, one that cannot be done away with by dismissing the possibility of an afterlife. Okay, very good. So, yeah, today's passage, like yesterday, is more reflection of the wisdom of the Buddha. Most of the Buddhism that we are familiar with, we are exposed to the compassion of the Buddha, which makes us feel very good and embraced and loved by the Dharma and by the Buddhas. And however, compassion alone is not enough. Just like if you're a parent and you're only kind to your child, if you don't share your wisdom and you don't have any sort of discipline, then the child is going to be too spoiled and they will not be able to function properly in the society because of lack of that wisdom. So similarly in Buddhism, so only compassion is not enough. We need the wisdom. Wisdom is defined to be the faculty of seeing ahead. And yeah, what lies in the future. So yeah, we try to practice good deeds and stay away from bad deeds because we believe in the law of cause and effect. And then also, if we listen to Buddhism long enough to understand the cause and effect, every cause will bring about an effect. And if something occurs when there is an effect or a result, there is a cause behind it. And this is why it is known as the law of cause and effect that permeates the three worlds: past world before we were born, present world from birth to death, and the future world after we die. So people who say there is no afterlife, well, what they're saying is that when we die, that's it. That means everything, let's say everything that the person is planting, those seeds where they're planting on the last day of their life, and then suddenly they die. What happens to the result of all those seeds that they planted that day? There was no time to get the harvest. So if we understand the energy of our karma, we know that it's like an endless stream of energy or consciousness. And yeah, and people who say, oh, there's nothing to fear in dying. Of course, if we say that, it's like a positive affirmation kind of. Because we fear dying, we keep saying that to ourselves. Oh, it's okay, there's nothing to fear in dying. But if there was no fear, we don't need to keep telling ourselves that. It's just the fear of death is a basic human instinct. And actually, all living beings, they don't want to die. So that's one thing. If we people, especially people who suffer or struggle with anxiety in life, unless they uh, listen to Buddhism and kind of contemplate where all the fear comes from, it's very difficult to eliminate our anxiety from the root. Yeah, so I'm very happy about Buddhism to go this deep, and it's based on cause and effect. That's why it says it's a question of fact. Like the example I gave you, just like when we were born, already we got a lot of uh, things were determined. For example, our gender was determined. Well, that's debatable these days. Or it could be our parents already determined and fixed. You cannot change your parents after that. Um, yeah, so that's an outcome. It has a cause. The cause always precedes the effect. That's why the past lives, it is kind of a fact in Buddhism. Yeah. But it's okay if you doubt it. That's okay because other things in Buddhism we learn is helping us. gain the compassion and the wisdom. And the more we practice, the more we will be able to um, go forward with more peace of mind and more fulfillment of the heart. So good job everyone for being here, practicing together. And today we have our monthly women's group at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And have a wonderful Tuesday.
Thank you.
Bye,
You're welcome.
you too. And
Bye.
I like pizza.